My name is Hani Berro. I'm with Tel-Wick Amico. I'm the president of the company. I was in business 1977, and we had 3-bay garage and 1 truck. And with the years, I grew up. And in 1979, I bought another truck and I expanded my business, and I signed a contract with AAA of Michigan. And that increased my business and required me to get more trucks, more help, more drivers. And on that basis, I started growing every year, year by year. And until 1979, I had almost 7 trucks, and I got bigger area with AAA Michigan, and I towed for different insurance companies. And I got the airport, then I got expand more and more. And finally, that's where I am right now. I'm at 17 truck. I have 3 service vehicles. And me and my family, my kids, I have 4 guys with me, 4 of my children. And they growing up the business and expanded. And we still here.
My name is Basel Berro. I'm with Tel-Wick Towing, Taylor, Michigan. So I'm a general manager at Tel-Wick Towing. So my dad was always at work as a child, and we saw what he went through, coming home always tired. And so we would go to school, we'd come home, and my mom would come bring us to work and help him out. Hopefully to get him home a little bit sooner, so he wasn't tied up at work too long. And then we just eventually kept growing and growing, and it got bigger and bigger.
They watched me how I was growing, and I bought them young, and they grew up with the business with me. And that's how they learn a lot.
It would start with ride-alongs. We would learn how to hook up a car, how to unlock a door, how to do a tire change, eventually to doing everything. But it started in steps, like you said. I was starting medical school, and my dad had a heart attack. So at that point, I decided to just stop going through school and give all my effort and attention to helping him out in the company and taking the release him of all the stress that he was going through. So ever since then, I've been fully committed to Tel-Wick Towing. It definitely developed into a passion. I wasn't looking for it, but when I got into it, I started to love it more and more. You learn something every day. You experience something different every day. It's just a different episode. Never gets boring. You're learning something every day, new trick, new situation, and it's always changing, so you never get bored. There's always something to gain. We have 17 trucks, mixture of flatbeds and relifts. We do airport structure calls. We do battery service. We have battery service vehicles that go out there and install batteries. We tow motorcycles, we tow toolboxes, we tow equipment, and classic cars, so everything gets done.
I've been contractor with AAA since 1979, and last year we are number 1 in the country of 8 contractor in service, and we are proud of that. We got the Gold Awards for the past 3 years, and last year we got the Silver Award, and hopefully this year we're gonna have the Gold one again.
I believe we win a lot of these awards based on our customer service. So our techs understand that the members are having a bad day, or obviously they broke down, they're in a bad situation, they're nervous, scared. Our job is not to add any more stress to the member. Our job is to make it as smooth as possible to, get them somewhere safe, get them back on the road going, recommend a nearby shop, or anything we can do to kind of ease their pain for that day, make it a good experience.
My name is Chris Costanzo. I work for Tel-Wick Amico. I'm the senior tow truck driver. We're always at the worst time of people's lives, and our job is to make it as easy and comforting knowing that somebody's there and that will do the job. Customer service is what I tell every new driver is always treat somebody how you want to be treated. Always how you present yourself, how you present your truck and equipment. This is how you want to look. It says you're the customer. You don't want somebody to open up the door of a tow truck and have a McDonald's bag fall out. You don't want to come there with holes in your knees and scratch marks on your face and stuff of that nature. Every time I roll up in a truck and the truck behind me, just got that before Christmas. And every time I roll up and the customer goes, oh, I didn't know they sent a brand new tow truck. I must be a special person. And we try to keep our trucks as clean and presentable because you never know who you're gonna have in the tow truck.
So as a little kid, we would do ride-alongs with my father and also other drivers. To be honest with you, we have loyal employees. I consider them family. They've been there before I was born, and they're still there today, close to 40 years. So we would experience we grew up with them, and we would learn, and we would always have something fun to do. There would always be some kind of game or trick going on, or some cool maneuver the drivers would do, and it would really hit us to the heart.
I have been with Tel-Wick since the very beginning. The company has gone from 2 trucks to 17 trucks. We have gone from 1 city to multiple cities. I have seen Basel grow up. I have cleaned his mess in the vans when his dad used to bring the vans with candy. We've seen each other's families grow. I have 5 kids and 7 grandkids. Basel is the next boss. He's the one that he knows what to expect of his drivers. I respect him fully because I've seen him from day one. He does what is considered, I consider him the Hollywood boss. Haney is business, but when it comes to the looks and the concerns and everything, Basel took it to a next level with AAA. In my day, we had the great unemployment when everybody lost their jobs. Everybody wanted to make their million and retire. I'm not a money person. I just want to live comfortably, enjoy life, work, and at this location, they treat me like family. If there's anything ever that goes wrong and you tell them, there's no question because they know that it's the truth and they treat you like family.
To be honest with you, I feel like Zips is a big part of our company. From ordering your dream truck to getting the parts and tools you need every day. And most important for me is the repairs. The guys that get us back on the road as soon as possible. And of course, my relationship with John. So John is always there for you. You always call him. He's on point. Whatever you need, whatever you can think of, he'll help you build it and get it to you. So that means a lot to me.
Actually, I've been a customer with Zips since they moved to the city of Taylor. It's a few years. I don't remember the dates exactly, but it's been a few years. They had excellent service, excellent work they do for maintaining our trucks to keep them safe on the road. And they have good salesmen. His name John, by the way. We have a great communication with him, and he never makes us upset or mad or anything. He always makes us happy, and I appreciate that and thank him for that. All opportunities been helping us all these years. It's all from Zips since he came to city of Taylor.
My name is John Bull. I work for Zips Truck Equipment. I am one of the sales consultants here out of the Detroit location. Tel-Wick has actually been one of our very first customers 12, almost 13 years ago, and one of my very first customers when I started working here too. I actually met them at our very first open house that we had, I believe it was in May of 2012. And Basel and his dad came down and we got a chance to talk, and we, at the time, had a red Freightliner with the side puller and inside the showroom there on display, and that was actually the first truck they bought. About a couple days after that open house was over, they came back, and Hani walked in and he just goes, "Oh, I got to buy that." So it was pretty new to me. I wasn't used to, people being that blunt, I guess you could say. We use the Vulcan brand light duty wrecker, usually the 892. Aluminum bodies, we've put those on a couple Ram chassis, with the tunnel box. And, they want us to come up with ways to keep that, surface area on top of the wrecker body as clean and clear as possible. So we've had to get creative with how we store dollies and axles and things like that in those trucks. And it's worked out pretty well. We definitely get as creative as we can, and they allow us to, because they do trust us to do that. And the other nice function that we put on those trucks are push bumpers as well. When they're in those parking garage spaces and maybe need to bump a car to kind of get it in a better location where they can use their go jacks at that point to guide it out and get it out safely.
We supply all the equipment. We don't ask the drivers to get anything. So we give the skates, we have the snatch blocks, we have risers, floor jacks, lockout tools. It's a one-stop vehicle. It does everything that no required to call anybody else.
We load them up pretty good. We get them, the 3-ton aluminum jacks and the ITA skate package and quite a few of the different options with lockout kits and jump packs, like you said, the JNC 660, and then we do use the Goodall system as well, where we can do a permanent plug in the front bumper for that. Sometimes we've tried it in the tail section as well, to see if that will help them out when they're in the parking garages at the Metro Airport there. Yeah, I would definitely like to take this time to thank Hani and Basel and their family for the continued relationship that we have in business, and it's just as important to me as it is to them. It's appreciated.
If anybody want to open a new company, friends or non-friends, I'll tell them to go to Zep. They have a quality trucks and they have excellent service, and they have a good salespeople, and they have a good service techs. I've been with them all these years. I have nothing but good things to say about that company. I just love it. I mean, I seen my competition, and when I had the garage, and they had a towing company, and I like to expand and get more business, and I went to that opportunity. I advise my kids to be honest all the time and give good service and quality work as far as repairing the vehicles for customers. And my other advice, they know the rules, always take care of my equipment, making sure they are safe on the road and clean and look good for the customers.
To be honest, there's a lot of things I look up to him. How he kept his patience and how he kept everything under control, because everything always comes in waves. Sometimes everything comes at once, and sometimes it comes in bits and pieces, but he's able to maintain his confidence and make sure it gets done at the end of the day. So I look up to him. There are challenges, like if your truck breaks down, you just need to find the quickest way to get it fixed, put it back on the road. To be honest with you, Zips does a good job of that for us. I mean, things do break, you know, cable breaks or something going on with the truck. Zips does help us get them back on the road very fast. So, challenges, taking care of the trucks.
The challenges, you know, changes with the years, you know, the cost of living, cost of the trucks, and the cost of the drivers, and the insurance, and maintenance on the trucks. And I got my kids, you know, my kids helped me a lot. They grow up that business. They took, you know, lots over what I was doing originally, and they expanded too. Well, my son means, you know, it means a lot to me, of course. I mean, they're gonna take over that business, and hopefully, you know, they're gonna make it bigger and grow faster. So I got my kids doing a great job, and God bless them, and I'm proud of them because they made that business succeed.
Every year we grow, so I'm gonna keep growing and growing until I can't grow no more. So everyone needs to watch out next to me.
20 years, I hope it grows maybe 3 times what I got to point, you know, this point.
I would love to be known as a gold standard. I want everyone to have the best service, the fastest ETA, the nicest trucks, new trucks, clean trucks, great equipment. Just be known for the highest standard bar.